Welcome to Tim Sold Talks. Join us as we dive into all things real estate, talk about business, food, cars, and much more with industry experts. Dream it, believe it, achieve it. Welcome back to another episode of Tim Sold Talks. Very honored to have Coach Chris with us from Gators Basketball Academy today. He runs a very great team in Durham region there, and his own scouting agency and training agency. So very honored to have you here, Coach. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, keeping in tradition with our Tim Sold podcast here, we have some tasty treats for us to try. And actually, they're from a place called Tasty, just down the street from us. So we got here is a ham and cheese bun. We have a spinach kind of croissant. And then I'm not sure if you tried this one. This is a Chinese a bun. It's called a pineapple bun there.
So is there pineapple in it?
No pineapple at all, though.
Okay. So why is it called pineapple?
How they make it is because you look at the top of there, the crust kind of looks like a pineapple if you look at it from the side.
Oh, okay.
So it's the way they designed it, but it's a sweet bun. It's like a...
Okay. So you guys want me to try it?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, I'm going to try this.
Take a bite, see what you like. I'm going to try the spinach one. Try and get some vegetables in.
This is good.
It's like a savory, like a cheese, and I think I see some spring onions there just to make it a little bit healthy, you know.
This is very good.
Have you had breakfast yet, or?
I went to the gym at 6 a.m.
Oh, it's 6 a.m.?
My first meal.
Damn. So is that how you typically start your day? 6 a.m. in the gym? And
Always 6 a.m. in the morning. Try to get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's usually after... Later on, I practice and stuff, so that I just get out of the way, work out by myself, finish it quick, and then
get it all done. Good start to the day, right? So,
but this is good.
Enjoy it. Kind of like a trick we play on our guests is while you're mid bite, I'm gonna start asking you some questions, make it real awkward for you. So tell me, what? So we had a Coach Junior and Coach Ken on, a few podcasts ago. They've been with the Gators for like 15 and 10 years. What about yourself? How long have you been with the Gators Basketball Academy?
Since I was 19.
Since you're 19?
Yeah. So what was that? About like 11 years now.
11 years. Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. And how did that partnership or friendship or coach?
So I used to play for Gators.
Okay. Yeah.
And then. Yeah, when I got older, I realized that, I was a good basketball player. Well,
yeah.
I'm always going to be confident, but I think I was a good basketball player. I would say what happened was that I was going to play college ball, but then the coach called my mom, and then I just didn't want to play anymore. And then I didn't have the passion of just playing and going through it. I didn't want to go through the whole college thing. So then Coach Trent's told me, hey, why don't you just start coaching and training, Yeah. And I was just thinking, I'll come watch you for a whole year. So I watched him for the whole year.
Okay.
It was very fun. I enjoyed it. Just watching him. Watching how he did stuff, just watching the drills he does with the kids, how he interacts with them. He gave me advice on the way home. I went to every single game.
Wow.
And I just watched and studied him.
Yeah.
And then the next year, I was like, all right, I'm going to start a grade 4 team. But during the summer, I took all the athletic grade 3 kids from where he coached, because he had a grade 4 team, but they were going to grade 5. So he had 3 kids that were grade 3. So he told me I could have them for my team. Yeah. And I looked around for some of the kids who are grade 3 in all of our Durham region. Yeah. Who are athletic, even if they're not playing basketball, athletic and stuff. Yeah. And then, and I just developed them at a young age, and it was fun.
And how old have they all graduated now, or are they still?
No, they're grade 10.
Oh, they're grade 10 now.
Yeah, they're grade 10. Yeah. So I'm still coaching some of them, and then it's just good. I get to watch the others who play on other teams and stuff, prep teams. Yeah. So it's really good.
Yeah. And how did they perform this year at all the BLs?
So this year my boys, most of them play for Royal Crown. Okay. And they went undefeated. Well, they choked in the finals, but they went undefeated. So a lot of them are doing pretty well. Pretty well, yeah. I have 3 kids who played on my program. They have a D1 offer.
Oh, already?
Already, for grade 10. So.
Okay, in grade 10 they get the offers.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations. And how many teams do you coach in total?
2.
So you got the grade 10s?
Grade 10s and grade 7.
Grade 7s?
So the grade 7s, I did the same thing. I started them earlier from grade 2.
Oh, from grade
all
2.
the way to now.
Wow. So it's been a tight core,
Tight
unit,
core.
right?
Tight core unit.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I actually took one of my son to one of your tryouts back in the day.
Yeah.
Past few months ago, and I think it was a real eye opener because like that was the hardest workout he's ever had in up to this point in his playing career, and that was just a tryout, right?
Yeah.
So, can you talk about some of that? Like, you said you're choosing kids for athleticism, or how do they make the team? I guess, right?
For me,
Yeah.
I look at attitude, personality, and parents.
Yeah.
So if you're a new kid that's trying to join my team, if you work very hard, you have good work ethic, and your parents understand where your level's at, because I don't even like to go for the best, really. I like to go for the ones who I see potential. So it's all about potential, because at the end of the day, for the kids, you got to see the growth. It's not about now, it's about later on, right? So it's about the parents, because all the parents got to click. It's a family team, right?
It's a family team.
So if the parents are all about themselves, then it's not going to go very well. So I like to have a conversation with them, tell them to keep coming out to practice.
Yeah.
After a month, I talk to my team, my coach, and then we,
try and develop, right? Yeah. And our two teams. Are you going to recruit a new team then? Are you going to start something new, or like how does
right now,
does it take?
I'm just focus on my grade 7, and then once I have a kid, I may start younger again. But what I would do is like assist and help out, but not run my whole team again.
No team, right? Because it's a big time commitment, right?
Big time commitment. Big time commitment.
Because from talking to some of the other parents that were there at the tryout, and they were already on your team, but they were just there to kind of get recertified for their team. They were telling me that how you pick them up in the morning and bring them to workouts before school, right? Can you talk some about that? Or
yeah, so a lot of them, I bring them to LA Fitness.
Yeah.
5 a.m.
Oh, fine.
Train them.
Yeah.
If they need a ride to school, take them to school. Do what they need to do, right? And then they just gotta. I just want to be a role model for these kids, right? So I gotta show them, this is the life that you need to do. You gotta wake up a certain time.
Yeah.
If you really want to do it, I would do it. No problem.
No problem, eh?
Yeah.
Wow. So these kids are dedicated. Like they're
dedicated.
They're dedicated to it, right?
Very dedicated.
I can't think of another 10, 12, 13-year-old trying to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, right? So kudos to the kids, man. You got some good boys there. All right. So, now that you've been coaching for well over a decade, what were some of the coaching philosophies that you install in the kids, and what things that really translates to help them succeed in their basketball careers?
So for me, philosophy is all about development. So I tell them, you gotta be. I don't care how tall you are. Everybody does the same drill. Because you could be 6 foot, grade 7.
Yeah.
By the time you're grade 12, you're 6'2".
Yeah.
So I got to work on your guard skills from now, because I don't know how tall you're going to be. If you get 6'6", with guard skills, that's amazing. If you get 7 foot, that's amazing. But right now, you're young, we got to focus on development. So my whole process for these kids is all about just focusing on just the fundamentals, and then keep building at a young age. So you got to work on ball handling, and left-hand layup and right-hand layup. Automatic. You both have to make it. And, of course, shooting, right? Yeah. So my big mans, I don't care if they catch the ball and dribble it. I don't care if they shoot. Because at the end of the day, I don't know how tall you're going to be, so we got to work on it now.
Work on everything, right? Yeah. You really don't know the genetic part of the kid's growth, right? Like you said, has there been some surprises in the past where, this turned out small, but then all of a sudden turned out to be a giant, or vice versa? Or
yeah, man. Yeah. I have Filipino kids that are taller than me. I'm like, I didn't think they were going to grow, but they grow. There's a lot of them. There's some kids where I have a kid on my team, dad's 5'6".
Yeah.
Mom's 5'6".
Yeah.
Brother, 5'8". He's 6'3". Sometimes you're just blessed by the Lord, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I say I tell people, stretch, hang on a bar, and pray. and you never know, right?
Pray to the Lord, right? So.
Amen.
And when you talk about that, are you religious by background? Or?
Yeah, 100%. I've been Christian from day one.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in God. I always pray before I go to bed. When I wake up, I try to read my Bible. I need to do better. That's the thing that's hard about coaching, right? There'll be moments where I'm always going to church, but I need to do better.
Yeah.
And I got to hold myself accountable, because it's always the
temptation.
not the temptations, like games.
Oh, games. Okay.
or
Yeah.
I had a Saturday game.
Oh,
and I'm
okay,
just
okay.
exhausted. I'm like, I want to sleep in, but end of the
Yeah.
day, I gotta do better.
Yeah.
And I gotta show up more. And that's just me being honest myself as a Christian. But for me, yes, I am a Christian.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, it's fascinating to hear the journey because, like, a lot of, it's not really a talked about part of for being a coach, but, great, because I'm sure some of the biblical principles get instilled to your coaching style and, to help the kids and help, build a better foundation for them. Can you talk about a little bit about that? Like, why are you really into coaching? Like, why you want to be a role model for these kids? Why? What's the passion or what's the drive or motive?
So for me, I want them to all be good human beings.
Yeah.
So end of the day, I don't care how good you are, how bad you are. I want you to be a good human being and work hard. So if you're bad now, it doesn't matter. Let's work on your work ethic. Let's make sure it's on point. You're going to get better.
Yeah.
End of the day. When you're done playing basketball, I want you to bring those stuff that you worked on, like the life, into your life skills, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you go to college, right? You got a scholarship, but you're not going to go to MBA. But at least those work ethic that we've worked on at a young age about like waking up, this and that, whatever career you're going to do, you're going to try to be the best at it.
Yeah.
Just try to be the best. If you fail, it's okay.
Yeah.
Failing is good. That's the only way you can learn.
You can learn, right?
So that's why I want these kids just to learn. Just, that's it. Just be good human beings. You see somebody walking, hold the door for them.
Yeah.
Tell them, I hope you have a good day.
Yeah.
Because if they're having a bad day, maybe that's going to help them, right? If you see somebody that needs help with grocery bags, you've been doing push-ups forever because they help them with that, right?
Yeah.
So for me, it's just helping people out, right?
Building good character.
Yeah, for me, if I see a homeless man on the store, I told myself this year, just start doing it. I'm going to get them with something.
Yeah.
If I can't get it for them, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah.
So that's just for me, just to help them. Whenever I see a homeless man and I'm going into a store, I got to bring them water or something, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, end of the day, just to show, I want to do that just to give back, to just show that, I got to hold myself accountable too. So,
yeah. No, I think it's a great testimony, right? Because you lead by example. You're showing these boys how you live your life, and how that can translate to them, and a great role model for them. So great job for that.
Good question. What's inside the pineapple?
Here, I know you want to try it.
I want to try it. What is it?
Take it, man.
What's in it?
It's just a bun. It's sweet. On the top, you'll see a bit of a flaky crust. But it's
the last one was very good.
Very good.
I do ratings. I rate that. That was good, like a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Maybe Coach Chris Academy will turn into a food rating.
I do food ratings on Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
At Coach Chris _2. This is good. And the other one better, but this is good.
Yeah, this one's just a little bit crispy on the top, and then but sweet.
But it's sweet though.
Yeah. You mentioned something about ratings, and I've been following your socials and trying to see your player rankings. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I do rankings like for Canadian basketball.
Oh, okay.
I'm the first ones to do it for like middle school.
Yeah.
And for me, it's all about using my list as motivation. Rankings doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I want you to use it as a way to get better. Use it, see the list and be like, okay, I'm at there, or I'm not on the list, or I'm at number one. Keep using it to say, hey, what do I need to do to stay number one? Okay, what do I need to do to become number one? What do I need to do to get on the list? So my whole thing about the list, I just want people to understand that it doesn't matter. Don't think you're not a good basketball. Don't think you're too good. Just use it as a way, as motivation. And I saw a lot, Kobe Bryant, a story about Kobe Bryant. He used to use it as a list to go at players, right?
A kill list, right?
Yeah, kill list. You heard about that too, right? So that's the same thing that I want for these kids, right? So, and I'm going to keep trying to push the narrative of just Canadian basketball, just to work harder and make it competitive. At the same time, still have good attitude and just give back to the community.
Yeah. And I think it's a great initiative because you said you're the first one doing it for middle schoolers, right?
Yeah.
Middle school is usually 6, 7, 8, right? Or 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and how long ago have you started that, or
a year and a half or 2?
Year and a half ago? And, do you go travel a lot to see the different kids, and like you're sitting in
So one time I went to Edmonton to go watch the Canadian Nationals.
Okay.
And then, I'll go to Quebec.
Yeah.
I go to places where I just need to go watch these kids, and Yeah, but mostly Ontario.
Most Ontario, right?
Yeah, but I make my parents. I went to Ottawa.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Nice. No, that's a pretty fascinating
Thank
start, right? So, and when you're maybe for some of the listeners out there, like, what are you looking for? When you're identifying or ranking the kids.
So a lot of times where I watch a player,
Yeah.
and that day they don't play good, and I watch them again and they play very good.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, and sometimes it's hard because I may not see them, but from film I can just tell.
Yeah.
Right away, I can just see something in the player. Like, yeah, this guy's good.
He's got
It's just the hunger,
Yeah.
the skill set.
Mm-hmm.
If you're taking if you're a 3-level scorer, obviously physical tools help.
Yeah.
Size,
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm going to rank you like top 2,
Yeah.
I gotta watch you a couple of times just to see how good you really are.
Yeah.
But other than that, those are the things I really look for.
Any shout outs to current, like maybe top 5 ranking players you out there, or or anyone in particular that you want to highlight, or kind of set them on the right path, or
That's a good one. I want to shout out Xavier, Rema, Josh, Jacob, Cruz, Jelani. These are players that work very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And
did they play on your team, or did they play for you, or did they play for your team?
No, these ones play for me. These are the ones that play for me.
Yeah.
But I'm shouting them out because this summer, they've been putting the work.
Okay.
They've been putting the work. So for me, I just got to shout them out because they're doing what they need to do.
Yeah,
also, Josiah, but they put in the work, and I'm just proud of them.
Yeah.
And if anybody else I missed out, I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose, but
motivation for you to work.
I got to drink more coffee, But for the kids that don't play on my team, I like Zion, Shadon, Josiah.
Yeah.
We call him White Killsaurus. You know who's a good one that you need to highlight?
Yeah.
Mateo.
Mateo?
He plays for the program, but he's going to be special.
Yeah?
He's going to be special. That's one that I want you guys to post. He's going to be special. He's going to be...
What grade is he in now?
He's going to grade... He's class 2028.
2028.
No, class 2029. Sorry, class 2029.
5 years old.
Yeah, but he's good. Yeah. He's going to be...
Yeah, he's going to be a star? Or NBA?
Mom's tall.
Yeah.
Very athletic. Works very hard.
Okay.
By himself. Nobody tells him to do it.
Yeah.
Works very hard. And I think he's going to be one of the he's gonna
future.
Be, for sure.
Future NBA. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. During this, past decade, have you coached any guys that have gone to NBA or been interacted with any, or
been interacted? So remember give me a second.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to take credit this one, but I can't take credit for this one. I would say Leonard Miller.
Leonard Miller, yeah,
for sure.
He's from the Gators, right?
Yeah. So, I was there. I seen Coach Duran picking him up, dropping him, going all the way from Scarborough, then back to Markham, then back to Scarborough, and then we go to Durham. Every time we had practice picking this kid up.
Wow.
From like grade 4 to grade 8, grade 9.
Yeah.
He played for that long for the program.
Oh man.
And his brother kept telling me, "Yo, he's gonna make the NBA." I didn't believe it because he had another brother who's very tall and he didn't hit his growth spurt yet. I didn't believe it. I didn't think so. I actually didn't think so.
Yeah.
But he's a kid that I saw how much he bought. One thing though, he had passion and he was confident.
Okay.
Extremely confident.
Yeah.
And now he's in the NBA. Playing for Minnesota.
Yeah.
And shout out Leonard, man. He worked hard.
Wow. So that's a homegrown story here. Success story, right? So
yeah. So me and his bro, we're pretty tight.
Yeah.
So I'll crack jokes, be like, yo, you sound like a maniac. He believed in him so much, I thought the guy was crazy. I'm not seeing him at the NBA.
Yeah.
That's what I tell these parents, man. You never know.
You never know, right?
Just believe. I don't believe there's such thing for lazy kids. There's lazy parents where they invest their time into their kids.
Yeah.
I think parents need to invest more into their kids.
Right?
You know what? sometimes, they're going to be like, oh, they're not going to make MB, I'm losing. You're not losing money.
No.
Because these kids you're keeping them meeting friends. They're playing what they love to do. Yeah. If they really love it, invest in them. Yeah. And just see. You never know. That's what I would say.
Yeah. And I think it's setting them up for life success, right? Because, going to high-level basketball practices, working out, strength and conditioning, diet, you're having a routine, you're being disciplined, you're listening to instructions, you're dealing with wins and losses, you're dealing with teammates, leadership. So it's all these skill sets that can really translatable to any arena later on. Basketball, obviously, if you want to pursue that career, but in success in life, it's a good core kind of character building foundation. I think that what you guys are doing, and great job. And I think that's why I firmly believe youth athletics is still an arena where very important for the youth today.
100%.
Yeah, where they have to listen to authority and have real consequences, right? You don't listen to me, you're running drills, or you don't run the plays, and you're sitting on the bench, right? So they deal with that and have to learn with that, right?
It teaches you big life skills, right?
Big life skills, yeah. So great job. And like you said, so you got a few more kind of coming up that maybe future.
Yeah. Well, for sure, I have a lot.
Yeah.
I believe everywhere my team can make it.
Yeah. No, I think it's all the success.
I honestly do.
Yeah.
They can. So end of the day, they just got to keep working hard.
Yeah.
And
And one one interesting fact that you pointed out for Leonard Miller is his brother, right? The belief that he had in his brother, right? So the family support, I think that's also very crucial too, right? So don't squash the kids' dreams, don't squash your child's ambitions, right? If they have it, it's great, right? And you're just gonna nourish it and nurture it, right? So
100%.
Yeah, it's don't discount the family support, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. You can't.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've kind of got the rating agency kind of going, what's the future goals for that? What are you trying to hope to get out of this, or
honestly, my goals is just to try to see as much kids as I can in Canada, and just show them hey, I just want every Canadian to understand that basketball can bring other tools for you, and just use it if you really love the sport.
Yeah.
Use it, get free education for university, make some friends, stay off the streets. And I'm glad that basketball's a cool thing right now.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing more kids wanting to play.
Yeah.
And my goal is just to see as much Canadians as I can.
Well, because the basketball scene, I think I was talking to Coach Junior and Coach Ken as well. It's kind of evolved a lot over the years, right?
Before it was soccer. Yeah. I used to play soccer.
Oh, yeah?
I used to play soccer.
Did you play high level too, or?
Yeah, I was actually very good. I played for a youth team when I was younger in Scotland, Glasgow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because my parents, we moved out there for 4 years.
Scotland, right? Wow.
Yeah, I know. I wish I still had the accent. I actually learned English out there. Yeah. I was born in Montreal.
Okay.
So I learned English in England and Scotland, and then I came back and I hung out with too much Toronto people, and I got this Toronto accent. So,
wow, what were your parents doing in Scotland? That's pretty rare.
I don't know. My mom, my dad wanted to move out there.
Yeah.
Then my parents separated, and then my mom said, we're moving back." And I said, "All right." I just followed,
It was a different climate over there, right?
Raining all the time.
Raining, cloudy, dark, and not very friendly.
But I learned to like basketball out there.
Really?
So when I was about to leave, I'd say 2 months before I'm about to leave, I got selected for the basketball team. So this basketball event.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be playing against a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
And the time the basketball event was going to happen, I left back to Canada. So then I guess that kept my hunger.
Yeah.
And then,
So how old are you when that happened, or?
Grade 5, but I was always bigger than the kids.
Yeah.
I was a prime example. I was big, tall.
Yeah.
So, but when I moved back here, I didn't play till grade 7.
Grade 7, eh? Wow.
And this coach from my elementary school, Monsieur Bouchard, I went to French school.
Okay.
And he used to pick me up in the mornings.
Yeah.
And go to school a little bit early.
Yeah.
I would train him.
Yeah.
Shoot hoops a little bit.
Wow.
And man, I just started liking it, and just natural,
Yeah.
It's natural
the skills. Athletic.
Not. I wasn't athletic, but I was coordinating.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it just helped more, and yeah.
Well, that's an interesting pattern because you said your coach picked you up and brought you to school, and a prime role model for you to follow, I guess, right?
Yeah, and in high school, I used to train at 5 a.m. every day.
Oh, really? Eh?
Until grade 11, 5
Yeah.
a.m. So I had another coach that would actually, personal trainer,
Yeah.
that would train me at the YMCA. It was down the street from my house, but 5 a.m. I had to
Have to
go.
be there. Wow.
And I had to leave at 7:30, take
Yeah.
a quick shower, go to school.
Yeah. Wow. So that's, it's been a lifelong kind of like routine dedication for yourself too, right? So
Yeah.
I can see where all this great kind of like foundation was set, and now you're trying to instill it for the future generation.
Yeah.
So very good. Zin. I'm seeing all this. Right? Good stuff.
Appreciate it.
Okay. As we talked about the expansion of the sport, and like when we were growing up, there wasn't as much, or maybe you're a bit younger than I am, but like when I was playing, there wasn't much rep and organized basketball and all these AAU tournaments and everything. You can talk about a little about that, like how's that kind of transformed the scene?
There wasn't much leagues. When I was younger, there wasn't as much teams.
Yeah.
And like, if you don't make your rep team, you have to travel far to make another team, and that. But now in your city, there's like 5 or 6 teams. I remember Markham, before there was just 2 Markham teams. Now there's probably like 4.
Yeah.
And same thing, because when I was younger, the only local team was Whitby Saints.
Yeah.
Yeah, only one local team.
One local.
If you wanted to play, and that was the local Whitby team. But if you wanted to go for like the Durham team, there was actually a Durham City team, which was in like Ajax, Pickering type of area.
Yeah.
And then after, once I hit high school and stuff, and I started playing, and then I found out about Tehran, Markham Gators. I travel. I'd go to Tehran, would pick me up, go to Markham, and I'd come back. And the drive's so long, man.
I know, but now it seems like the trends. All the best players are in Durham. Like all
yeah, man. Yeah. If you want to get better, come to Durham.
Come to Durham. Okay, so future goals. What are you planning? What are you working on? What are you excited about?
So for my future goals, for Gators, is just to keep getting more kids to come in. There's more kids.
Yeah.
I want just to teach them more life skills.
Yeah.
And for me, just to impact more kids. I would say that's my big.
Yeah, that's your big goals, ambition right now, right?
So that's my big ambition, just helping as much kids. Because I want these kids to give back.
Yep. Yeah.
So like my events. Yesterday, most of those kids I used to train that were helping. Yeah. Like the one guy that was doing the interview, Fortune. Yeah. I used to train him almost every day.
Oh, yeah?
Now he's giving back. And I hope these kids later on give back as well, too. Yeah. So that's my goal.
Okay. For those that don't know, what was this event that you hosted yesterday?
Oh, it was my Prove It Showcase.
Prove It Showcase?
Yeah, it's called Prove It.
Yeah.
Showcase, invitational. So it's an invite only. Yeah. And you have to come to the place, and it's called Prove It. You have to come and prove that you're that type of player. Yeah. Right? So just prove it. Yeah. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And no long talk. We do a little bit of training. Let's go. Prove it. Yeah. And kids came from where? Like all over. All over, yeah? Hamilton. Yeah. Ottawa. Yeah. Burlington. Barrie. I had a kid come from Sarnia. Sarnia? Wow. Okay. So it was good. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And how did you know him? Like these were invitational, like you're hand selected, right? Yeah. You're hand selected, right? I send a message. I'm saying, yo, you invited. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So no, great. To be on your radar and for your ranking system, and great success to that. I had a lot of fun attending that too with my son. I appreciate it, man. It was good to have you. I was glad you came because I had you just hide and just stay. Yeah. Because I want to teach these kids that every coach keeps telling them you don't know who's watching. So the fact that you came out, showed them like a D1 experience. You don't know who's watching, right? And you picked a guy that you felt like had good attitude, good sportsmanship, worked hard, cheered on his teammates, and that's what we want these kids to learn. So I'm hoping that these kids who came yesterday, bring it back to their team and impact other kids from that, right? Yeah. So that's why thank you for coming, because that is actually the most important part, just to impact these kids and teach them, right? Yeah. No, we were proud to sponsor the Tim Sold Sportsmanship Award. It's great to see the hustle there, yeah? Yeah, I appreciate that, man. At the end of the day, for me, it's just to impact these kids, and I was glad you were part of it.
Yeah. No, thank you for inviting us.
No problem, man.
All right. As time's winding down, we always end up our conversations with 2 specific questions to our guests.
Okay.
The first one is, what's the one type of food you could eat for the rest of your life? You have to choose one.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
We're turning into a food channel here.
This is crazy. Pasta.
Pasta?
Man, I love my bread though, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Like garlic bread or like what type of bread?
Just like a baguette.
Baguette? Yeah.
Baguette. Just give me a baguette, you know.
With the pasta? Or like
with the pasta, and I'll be good.
Oh,
because
okay.
pasta can mix it up, different
Yeah.
meat, this and that. You know,
Yeah.
I'm an Italian type of guy. I like Italian food, pasta and pizza.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Nice. Any specific?
yeah. How about you?
I like noodles. Well, it's similar to pasta.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like,
noodles. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I like noodles. Like I like soupy noodles and.
Okay. I tried ramen noodles
Ramen, yeah.
for the first time. It was actually good. Actually very good. But
Yeah, I'm not used to it. It's kind of weird mixing like soup and noodles together, right?
Yeah.
But once you get used to it, it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's good.
damn,
It's good.
nice.
Yeah, it's very good.
Any particular restaurants you'd like to shout out, or any recipes, or anyone that cooks good pasta and bread?
Ooh, shout out restaurants. Ooh, the best pizza place is Beano's.
Beano's?
Beano's in Oshawa.
In
It's a
Oshawa?
low key spot.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Okay.
Shelby's. Ooh,
Shelby?
Shelby's is taking over the shawarma game.
Yeah?
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't.
You gotta go to Shelby's, man.
Okay. Where are they located?
They're located everywhere, but we have one. We just had one that just came
Yeah.
to Oshawa.
Okay.
You gotta go to Shelby's.
Shelby's.
It's legit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next time for the tournament. So.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final question is.
Oh yeah. Also, shout out Warren's Chicken.
Warren's
Yeah. You got
That's
to
cool.
check out my boy's jerk chicken.
Jerk chicken?
He was
Okay.
one of the coaches yesterday, but
okay.
Island Grill.
Island Grill.
Island Grill
That's
jerk
his?
chicken.
Yeah.
If you want the best jerk chicken in the city, go to Island Grill.
That's on my to-do list. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question is, what's the one feature you like in your dream home?
Gym downstairs.
A gym?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just like
I don't want to leave
gym?
my house to go to the gym. Like I want
Yeah, yeah.
every set that I
Okay.
need, everything that I need, every
Yeah.
machine. Just a gym.
Just a gym.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just work out downstairs and I
Okay.
have no excuse, you
Yeah.
know? So
Basketball gym or no?
No.
No. So it's just all
free
like
gym.
a
You know what's
free weight.
crazy?
Yeah.
I get in moods.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like that's what I'm trying to teach these people.
Yeah.
I get in moods. Sometimes I want to play basketball. Sometimes I don't want to play.
Yeah.
I just want to watch. I always want to watch. I love watching. I love coaching. I love training.
Yeah.
But playing is like
It's a different.
it
yeah.
depends if I'm in the mood or not.
Yeah,
Depends
yeah.
on my body's feeling. So that's the thing. When I was younger, I used to love playing all the time
Yeah.
because of competitiveness. But now it's like there's no competitive. You know, it's like
Yeah.
I'm just naturally
Yeah.
blessed with abilities to dribble and shoot and stuff. But other than that, yeah, I just rather work out.
So you don't play much at all? Like
No, I play at the LA Fitness for cardio.
Okay.
But like sometimes I just choose to run upstairs in the lap. I'm not.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kid you not. Sometimes I see a packed gym.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mood.
Screw
I'll
it.
go upstairs
Yeah.
and play. Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, no, and also I think as you get older, our bodies aren't as
Yeah, for sure.
mobile and agile as before. So
Yeah, for sure,
it's,
100%.
Okay, so that wraps up this week's episode of Timso Talks. Thank you very much, Chris, Coach Chris, for joining us. Where can they find you? Where can our audience find you?
At Coach Chris _2, Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram.
Yeah, all the same handle. Right?
All the same handle, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure to tag you in all those twos as well. And if you enjoyed today's episode and looking to buy, sell, invest in a state, you know who to call, you know who to where to find us. If you like this episode, give us a 5-star
Hey,
review.
if they don't, like he says, man, if he kid doesn't buy a buyer, he'll buy
We'll buy it
himself.
from you.
100%.
Remember, guys, dream it, believe it, achieve it. It's a beautiful day to sell homes. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for coming on, Coach
Thank
Chris.
you. I appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
man.
Cheers. Hi, I'm Tim Kern, and I proudly lead the Tim Sold team. We're voted as one of the top 3 brokerages in Markham, and we will sell your house fast and for top dollar with the least amount of hassle, or we guarantee to buy it. Call us today and start packing.